beginning, all right. Knight's only played 2 seasons. Have you guys played from the very first get-go as well?
Yes, yeah, we played from the
Okay, well,
first
we've got
season.
5 then. Fantastic. Speaking of which, in those clans as well, like Rod, etc., we are going to be jumping across following all of those guys to see just how they get along for this final hour. And I've just actually got word, it's finally time to jump into the final hour. So let's do this.
The final hour is about to begin.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The final hour is upon us. I'm joined by my good friend Ian, Pure Spam.
Hello everybody, and yeah, we're about to get into action very shortly, but we're all sitting here in these awesome demonic thrones. Clearly our construction level is through the roof. That is such a cheesy joke to start with, oh my god. But yeah, so right now all the players are just walking around, and we'll get into the action, like I say, very shortly. And as the fog is released, the action will just kind of get more and more and more.
Absolutely, it's going to be really interesting.
Be a fast-paced thing.
Really interesting to see what happens at the start of the game. Obviously, the players, Ian and myself, do know where the final area is going to be. We can't reveal that, of course, yet. The players in-game, however, do not. So it's going to be interesting to see what these guys do leading up to that final 20 minutes in the Magical Portal.
Yeah, although saying that, soon, when the fog is released, every single player in the game will be given a tablet, and this tablet gives them a teleportation into somewhere in free-to-play area, as that's where the fog will not be hitting until, like you say, at the end, we get pushed into a very certain area, which is going to be just complete mayhem, similar to last time round, which was Anakal.
Yeah, and the important thing to note with this teleport tablet is that when you click that teleport tablet, it's not going to teleport you into a specific location that you already know. It's going to put you into a random place in the free-to-play area. That means that, say, every single player from a specific team uses this teleport. You're not obliged to use this, however. But if everyone does use this teleport, they're going to be scattered around the map. They're going to be vulnerable to being attacked by other team members, by solo players in the game. So we could see a breakup of teams with this teleport tablet.
Yeah, potentially. And like right now, as you can see in the background, the reason why players are fighting right now, not conserving their supplies, is because if it comes down to the end and there are players left, not just one solo player, it will come down to who has the most kills. So an interesting strategy. Solo players can take this. We've been talking about the clans and how well they've done in previous seasons, how organized they are, and just how destructive they can be. But a solo player still has the opportunity to take it if there's several people left at the end and if they can survive that long. Here we see in the background, this is the Not clan. Was it Newt of Terror or something
Newt
like
of Terror, the penguins
that's
chilling in the sheep pen there.
And that's an interesting strategy as well. I don't know what they can really do inside the penguins, but
well, I mean, everyone knows they're there now.
Literally. Sorry about that, Robert, but good luck when rock come and hit you. So I'm looking around now. Obviously, the lower level players are going to get hit off very quickly. It's quite a nice strategy, actually, for these high level players. You see there, the range cape running around, trying to take out as many people as they can. And the lower level players really don't really stand a chance, do they? I don't know what their strategy is going to be, but running around aimlessly probably isn't going to do much. Obviously, outcarried right now is Multi, so you might see people teaming up. But right now, we've got the Ham Hood versus the Dorgashan crossbow.
What? Sorry, I can't see from here. What kind of battle axe is that?
Top, I'm not too sure. And moving on now, that guy in tank gear looks absolutely savage right now. The DFS.
He's got a big following on him. He's got a lot of people following him right there.
This might be a clan, but it might be a streamer, I think. I'm not too sure. And I see the top left right now, we've got players remaining lots. Obviously, the tournament's just getting underway right now, so in the next hour, we'll see a lot more people drop off. But for now, just trying to get some kills, etc. And see how far we can make it into the game, really.
Lots of people currently crowding around the The Alcarid Palace
the
courtyard
bazooka.
here.
Now, that is a multi-area, but unfortunately the bazooka doesn't work as a bazooka does, although that would be very, very powerful. It did just throw a quick missile into the middle and just blow everyone up. But
Yeah, it would be interesting to see what clan this is right now that are gathering around the courtyard.
I'm not too sure. Looking by their gear and stuff, no one's too overpowered. I mean, Rune Armor obviously is pretty standard in the game right now. Black Dragon Hide Mystics. The Barrow's armor compared to this armor is just unreal. So
absolutely. The defensive bonuses that Barrows gives in comparison to Rune, and as I'm sure Adam knows, especially the Rune chain body is just so much greater.
Not quite up to par, but as you can see in the background, so obviously the only thing with having better gear, the Barrows gear, is you might be a target for opponents. Like, let's say a clan sees a guy that's wearing Arams or something.
Absolutely.
He is a threat. He has that extra damage output. He's got extra defensive output. Clearing him out of the game first would be a definite thing to do. So I'm not too sure how that's going to go for the certain players. That guy's got an attack cape, I think. Is that a 99 attack cape?
Yeah, that's two 99 capes we've seen already.
And they 110 combat stamina? That's almost a maxed
Trimmed.
account. Oh my god. So obviously the tournament came out on Monday, right? And they've had the last 5 days to just sweat out RuneScape all day long. Everyone's dreaming, I'm sure, at home. But
people's sleeping schedules are absolutely obliterated right now.
I think Adam was sleeping 3 hours a night, he said, and there's been a lot of other players that do it as well, not necessarily streamers.
Yeah.
But yeah, these high levels, they've been sweating out the whole week, and it's all coming down to this final moment. And I guess we're going to see what happens soon, as that little clan of level 110 is a short team, a really small one, but there's a lot of power behind that. You know, a couple of level 110s can definitely beat a bunch of level 70s. So
definitely, and vice versa. If there were a small clan of level 110s and they get bombarded in a multi-area by a low-level team, we've seen it with the Hey Boys clan in the past. They absolutely wreaked havoc in Alcarid.
Again, organisation. Right there we saw Spark Mac, who I believe has an army of tribesmen, as he likes to call them, behind him, walking around. Not sure how he's going to fare with them. I think as a streamer, obviously, you've got a little target above your head. Everyone wants to be that guy that says, "Oh, I've killed Boaty," or "I've killed Spark Mac."
Yeah, and it's good to see Spark Mac making sure he's a fair distance away from the Cooking Guild.
Especially after last time round, Elliot. Anyways, moving about, and he's got some nice gear as well. DFS, obviously, the Guffin's helm, etc. And
I'm seeing lots of whips.
Yeah, whip obviously 85 slayer requirement. Of course, the last 6 days have been accelerated experience rates. No one can get to these combat levels in the short amount of time which you'd like to be able to do.
Yeah.
So 10 times experience meant that even though you have to play obviously 20 hours a day, you can get really, really far ahead. And players like Spark Mac have made the most of that, and just going to stomp all the lower levels. This is another clan, not too sure who this is, but they've all got the dragon on and the rune. Nothing too overpowered there, but they're trying to snipe off the little lower levels, trying to get some kills.
They don't want to deplete too many supplies, so as we've seen, quite a common occurrence there. As we see the guy with the whip just taking out the no armor guy, there are a lot of high level players with really decent gear just taking out a lot of the players with minimal or no gear whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly.
That way they just don't deplete any of their items.
Actually, last time round we did see a lot of clans avoiding combat towards the end. Although saying that, Rot did explain that they went into combat with AC and they tried to kill as many clans off as early as they could. Interesting to see if they do that same strategy again, if they try and get into combat early on, but usually it's kind of a slower paced start. We've got 800 players remaining now, which actually is less than half the original that started.
1,200 players have been wiped out already.
Yeah, exactly. So obviously Alcarid right now, this is north of the multi-zone, away from any banks, really far away. If a clan wants to hit this clan, they would be jeopardizing a lot of their members. It is a very risky strategy. So if Rot, for example, was to come hit these guys, or AC, or another clan was to come and fight them, they'd be committing to a win or death situation.
Yeah.
They can't really get away from that. And obviously, if you're enjoying the stuff in the background right now, who do you think is going to win? Make sure you tweet out #deadman on Twitter, and we'll get some tweets up on the screen as well.
Absolutely. Make sure to use that hashtag #deadman. You will appear on the screen for us, and we can see what you guys are up to, how much fun you're having in the tournament, and how well it's going for you.
Yep. And at the bottom right now, we have the tournament viewer, which as you can see is one of what the J-mods are currently controlling right now. We have Ronan and we have Jed who are controlling this. Myself and Elliot are just sitting down, relaxing, and just
on our
commentating.
thrones.
On our thrones, exactly.
It'd be good to see some of the where some of the streamers are, what everyone's getting up to on the solo side of things. If we could switch to Nightinator quickly.
And that guy's got no chance whatsoever getting destroyed by that clan. That is the power of clans. Obviously, in a multi-zone, everyone can hit simultaneously, and that damage just stacks up very, very quickly.
Yeah, the rune chain didn't really give him any defensive bonuses there,
No,
did
and
it?
that guy in Myth, for some reason, isn't getting attacked, so he must be a clan member of some sort. As I said before, the bottom right of the screen is the tournament viewer. You can see the combat levels, some of the highest levels in the game. We have Good Luck I'm Tom, 115 combat. We've got a few over 115s, 116s, Funky Mitten 6, another live streamer, Sick Nerd, who is, has been sweating out the game all week and actually has an Abyssal Dagger, I think. He got that from Abyssal Demons, which is just a ridiculously low drop rate, and he
Yeah.
couldn't get his whip, so he has to settle for the dagger instead.
Korean girl as well.
Korean girl, one of the members of ROT, 121
Absolutely, yeah.
combat. Oh
Yeah.
my. So a little talk about ROT strategies, or rather Korean girl, how he can get so high in the game. Basically, he's been able to get, oh my god,
Oh,
actually Adam
Adam is-
combat. We'll get back to that in a second.
Adam is going on a rampage here. It looks like he's in Lumbridge Swamp with the big frogs there. He's taking a battle here where he's going to, by the looks of things, take some damage, but
It takes off the helmet but doesn't take off the shield. What's that about then? The guy's going to try and get away. Obviously, the safe zone is just northeast from here, so if he can get away from this, he will be okay. If he has to run to Lumbridge. But Adam's got a few more casts available to be able to, before he can get away properly, and
he is
obviously the
fully
rune chain
stacked up on runes,
is,
yeah.
is good enough, though. I like the Govern's Helm,
This-
interesting choice.
If we take a look here, Adam's got Smite up. This guy needs to turn around and unload some specs while Adam's standing next to him. Adam's very vulnerable
If
here with
Adam
Smite on,
died to this
especially in
guy-
robes.
Can you imagine how mad he would be? He just turned around, G-Maul to the forehead, 30, 30, 30 so quickly. Oh, but
There we
he's
go.
being
He
poked to death.
finally is changing his prayers now. He's switching from the swipe. Oh, no, there was a mistake there from Adam. He
You know what would be
can get
interesting as
taken
well?
out of the game here. He has been enjoying his Budweiser, so
guys-
maybe that's
I
affecting
think the
him.
guys listen to us right now because there's a spec being unloaded, but not quite enough to take Adam down. The 0-7, obviously. The guy's much lower level. Also, right next to us is the rune altar. So if they've got a talisman to get into there, I imagine Adam PKing down here probably has his escapes planned out well.
Yeah, you
but,
think so.
If he doesn't, then this guy could easily get away. But I think it's all over for him. I can't imagine he's going to be able to tank this.
Oh,
never mind.
That could have been
That
death.
could have been death.
That
He was on
could
like, what,
have been
60
death.
HP? If that guy's got a decent strength level, 30-30, and that would have been
Yeah.
a game over for him, to be
Adam
honest.
needs to keep his distance here and make sure he utilises the step unders as we've just seen there. Perfect.
Also, obviously, now Adam is in a pretty scary situation. If he's been wasting a bit of food, the guy's been hitting him. Not very much, being said, but he has been taking a couple of Adam's supplies up. So if one of the clans or one of another solo member finds Adam now in Lumbridge, so far away from a bank, he's pretty screwed, to be fair. I don't know how he's going to go away from this one. Obviously, there's the kill,
There it
taken
is.
down, and probably
Granite
the first
Pure.
of many to come as well. And moving straight away, trying to get away from there, doesn't want to get clan to come him.
I imagine he's running straight to the bank to resupply his brews.
You know, his bruise.
He didn't have many on him. He did not have many on him.
The bruise that he was donated. Anyway, looking here now at the Al-Kharid Duel Arena. Interesting place to have a 1v1.
This is very interesting, actually. We can see that the player on the right is utilising the smite flick on his crossbow hits, and
Yeah,
the
but
player on the left isn't. He's obviously skilled in the last man standing.
The Coif versus the rune square shield and rune helmet, though. And I
Yeah.
think the rune helmet guys run out of prayer. I mean, Smite is going to book it, or just want some time to just chill. I think they're just friends, to be honest, and they're just having a great time. For a little duel before the action begins. But the cannon here, and this is a
Or if we
massive
could get a
clan.
right click on here and just see how many players we have got death dotted right now.
So it looks, a lot of
wow.
players. I'm not too sure how many exactly. This is AC by the looks of
lot.
things. We have AC Bank meme in there, unless it's a fake AC member trying to pretend to be them. Guy on top, we've got Verax Brassy, and we have a Dragon Medhelm. So gear, pretty reasonable. But the death dot is just west of Al-Kharid Bank. Now this area is actually, I think it's single. But just to the east, it might be multi, it is single. Just to the east, we have a bank. Obviously, we can re-get supplies, and also we have the multi area. So
Yes.
they don't have to engage. They don't want
Something to point out here in Al-Kharid is the shops where the furnace is and where you can tan your hides. Those areas that you run through, they are multi-combat, and you can quite easily get X amount of players, tens of players death dotted on one square, and you can, when you're running through Al-Kharid, just get absolutely one hit by the,
Yeah.
bone crossbows.
Exactly.
Bone crossbows even.
And we see the what is that? Is that the something battle axe? The leaf bladed battle axe, I think it's called.
Yeah,
And we have
that
the
thing
Darroch
hits
Staff
like a
too.
truck.
It's
That
actually
thing-
it's got a bigger bonus than an abyssal tentacle, actually, a bigger
Yeah.
strength bonus at least. So these guys having a little Edgeville related fight. Guy on the right, obviously in much better gear in terms of defense bonus. Although no, they both got some rune legs as well. So he's going for those combos, but both just protecting melee, being very careful. With the melee protection up, it's very unlikely these guys are going to die unless they have a dark bow or some kind of other ranged 2H weapon. Unless now he goes for a G-Maul spec or something? Nope.
Yeah, and and just judging from the way these guys are fighting, I'm going to assume that they're not actually members of a clan. They are in fact solo players, because it would be so unlikely that two members of a clan would stand in a bank like that and 1v1 each other indefinitely.
Yeah, no, exactly.
The main focus here for the clans is to make sure they have as many supplies on them as possible. They're grouped up together. They are safe. They're away from depleting any resources unnecessarily,
Yeah.
and they want to make sure in that final area they are completely stacked to the brim and have as many
Yeah,
people backing them up as
exactly.
possible.
So-
And as we can see here, Ian, sorry to butt
Go
in
on.
there, the guy in the Rune Med helm, look at his hand. He is wielding the black chin chomper.
The black chinchombers, obviously, chinchombers in general, red as well, are an item, a ranged weapon, which hits into multi-zone and will hit up to 9 players, I believe, at a time. So if a clan can focus, or even a solo player can focus on a bunch of people at the same time, they can do extraordinary amounts of damage. And obviously, if loads of people are using the black chinchompers, it can just wipe people out very quickly. We saw a clan sitting inside of the Al-Kharid Palace there, and we saw AC, I believe it was, west of the bank. Now, interesting, because they will have known that. They've probably watching the stream. They probably know that the two clans are opposite each other. They've decided not to engage.
Yes.
Which, interesting move.
And I think this, if they were to engage in, I think in fact that it would benefit the people inside the Al-Kharid courtyard. To get inside the courtyard, you have to go through a smaller radius of squares, meaning that the people already inside the courtyard could get an enormous barrage pile.
Yeah.
And like we saw, the people in the courtyard of the Al-Kharid Palace do have both ancients, including barrage, which is obviously an area of effect attack, and the chin chompers, which also has an area of effect attack.
And right here, this guy here, look at him, full Darox, defense cape. What is his combat level? He must be a very, very high level whip
He is
as
a
well.
monster.
And,
No one is messing with him.
Obviously, the good thing about Darox, if he gets low HP, you can hit these crazy hits, up to like 90 damage stats.
I hit a
potentially.
90 on stream 3 days ago
Oh
with my
my
Darok
God.
axe.
Did you get the kill?
Absolutely.
Oh, of course you did.
It was a 504 XP drop, I believe.
my
I had no
God.
idea what it was going to be.
Insane.
90 for the kill.
Center of Varrock as well right now. We have a guy in full Arims going in with the hybrid, actually, trying to take on this other guy, but
Good luck, I'm Tom.
Oh.
I know Good luck, I'm Tom, actually. I think we have fought a fair few times.
I think, is he stream? I think he might stream. Not too sure on that one, but he's been training Slayer, I believe, the whole way through, which is how he got that whip and how he funded all of the gear he's got. The Aram's obviously one of the best items to have in the game, the best mage defense gear anyone's going to really have in this final. That guy's in full Torag, I believe. The Torag special effects. Again, what does the Torag?
I think
energy.
Tom made the right move there. I think to avoid continuation of that combat was wise. He's in Arim's robes. He's obviously stacked on gear. He's got great stats, and he's got great amount of damage
His
he can do.
opponent right there had Protect melee up the whole time. We've got a hit going on right now
he was
in
bolting.
multi, and AC just clean to the bank, trying not to get into the multi-zone. Obviously, a bit to the north is the single zone. If you stand in single, you can hit people that are in multi and not get hit back in multi. That guy sadly perishing. No, just about surviving. He's
He is
unfrozen
managing to
any
tank.
second now. He can get away now if he runs. But
The
I think
amount of
he's probably frozen.
zeros, oh man, that's excruciating for the team doing the damage.
I know.
but
There's only like
a
3 people
blessing
on him,
for the
though.
man tanking.
I'm honestly surprised that not more of his friends have come to help him, but I don't think they care too much. And we've got some blood barrages coming here as well. Obviously, blood barrage heals you a percentage of the damage that you deal, so
Which
similarly
is
to the
strange
Shins.
because none of these players seem to be taking any damage. So to deplete soul runes by using blood casts doesn't really make much sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, he might have a finite amount. Obviously, runes are quite hard to get in the tournament because everybody wants them, and they've only got 6 days to prepare for this final. So
For all we know, though, they've got tens of thousands of soul runes.
well, yeah,
but
we don't know. We can't see the inventories. You're right. Looking around at the bank again now. Obviously, this is multi right now when they bank. So be careful. Darkbow in the corner, as we spoke about earlier. Darkbow hits a minimum of 8/8 or 4/4 if protection from range is hit. So you can't hit any zeros with it. If a few people have a Darkbow, that could be some, a definite KO.
You could wipe out some of the most powerful players in the game, regardless of their defense gear, regardless of their prayers. As long as you have enough people with a dark bow hitting them at exactly the same
Look
time.
at this clan then. Is this DI, I believe? I saw a DI member in there. I think GHJFF is another streamer. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but I recognise the name. And I'm just walking about there at Al-Kharid as well, very close to the other clan. They might come into contact. This
Wielding
poor
the
guy,
Chronicle.
This poor guy with his blue d'hide body and his leather boots, just chilling at the duel arena spot, not trying to engage in combat. And a few more fights going on here west of Varrock. The smite is up. But obviously, a bit further west is multi. Is this guy going to get lured into a multi-team, or is he going to
disengage? This could be disastrous.
Oh,
no,
he's not going to risk it. He
was
knows.
not falling for that one.
But does the guy even have a team? Probably not. He's just duped the guy out. Nope, he doesn't have a team. All he's doing is just trying to get away, just hanging about with the West Bank. And just not worth the risk, is it? Running into multi in case there is a team there.
It's a really good way to escape. If you have no other means of escape, and you know you're a solo player, running towards multi, although it's a risk in itself, if you know that you're going to die regardless, take that risk, because a lot of players will not follow you into multi. And that doesn't just go for dead man mode, that in fact goes for the you know, the live game of 07 as well.
Yeah.
If you're being hit in the wilderness and you run into multi, a lot of teams will not follow you because they think it's a lure.
Yeah, they're worried about it. Look at the top left right now, we have 650 plus players remaining, and don't forget you can tweet us, #deadman. We've got our City of Dust, who has just said, final in progress, so freaking excited to see Boaty OSRS die. You may get your wish if we can jump back to him in a bit and see how he's been doing.
But my friend here, the Wintersod Master with his fire-making cape and his DDS, and he got the Phoenix. He got the
amulet.
Phoenix.
You said the Phoenix Pet, you
Yeah,
meant?
the
No, I was
pet,
gonna
the
say.
pet.
Talking about Phoenix Pet in a second, here's Adam at Draenor Village. Is that a clan above him? No, it's Alfie, who was stacked up on hundreds of brews, I believe. No fault of mine. Anyway, we have Gingerphobia, obviously Boaty, getting into combat here next to the bank. The guy can re-gear and restock items, but he's much lower level. So the question is, will he get unfrozen in time? Will he be able to make it to the bank? Or will Adam pick up another kill, which goes towards his final kill count at the end, which may guarantee him the winner of the Dead Mode tournament?
It will do, given the case that there are multiple people
is he
alive
out?
after the 20
Is he
minutes.
out?
I
He's
don't
out.
think that'll be
I
the
think
case,
he's out.
though.
He's out, and he can't
He
bank
is.
because of the 2-second timer. So GG, straight on to the next target,
Yeah.
onto the low levels. Like I
He's
said before.
massacring the
oh, the DDS
23,
spec.
24.
Oh,
I can't
he's
quite see that into the
down.
34
Puts
whip.
up Prey Mage. No, he's not. He survived it. What the? How is that possible? The Wizzy hat coming in with that defense bonus, which is negligible, but nonetheless, he got very, very lucky there.
He did indeed.
So yeah, like I said before, trying to get those kills to try and jump into the finals, so he can get the most at the end and potentially pick up that $10,000 grand prize, which is what all the players right now are working towards. The staff bash, Adam, we expected much better from you. Come
What
on.
are your predictions here, Ian, on Adam? What do you think is going to be the fate for Adam?
We spoke to him earlier, and he said to me, I want to go out there today, I want to get as many kills as possible, have as much fun as I can.
Yep.
And he's doing that right now. We've seen him kill a couple players now, and he's just going up and down the ladder right now, trying to set the player out.
Yeah.
And we'll get back to him in a bit. So
I think
West
winning
back.
would be a tall order, definitely.
Yes, no, definitely. I think, well, Adam, yeah, probably.
Could we
Looking at
get
the
a
West
right
back
click
now,
on the bold fellow in the Arams, please?
he's got some nice gear,
He
hasn't
does, he does. That's why I
Arrows
wanted to
and
see,
such.
yeah.
Back to Adam,
Back to
obviously.
Adam.
He's changed targets. He can't be running up and down the stairs. He's gone to his friend, smited him out. Can he get a DDS spec in? Is that a DDS spec coming in? Nope.
I personally, and obviously this is something that we were pointing out in the Lumbridge Swamp battle with Adam, he has to be very, very careful with that smite prayer up.
Yeah.
I think he's going to get caught by someone with a DDS.
Or a Gmaul.
A DDS or a Gmaul. Adam's going to be not paying attention. He's going to be focusing on his own damage per second. He's going to be standing there in his robes, and before he knows it, it's a 30-30 on his forehead. He's going to hit the floor.
But another kill has been claimed by Adam. Got that key above his head now. And looking at West Bank, someone's using a Fire Wave, I believe, with full non-mage bonus. Not sure that's going to work
The
for him.
Black D-Hide. He's still splashing. He's training up that mage XP.
Are those some coins on the ground there? Is that the...
This is something...
Oh,
okay, right.
The strategy's coming in. Would you like to explain, Elliot?
Yes, so... earlier, Ian and I were discussing some, some sneaky strategies that people may have up their sleeves for the Deadman Mode final. And one thing we discussed is if you've seen the previous Deadman Mode finales, there is copious amounts of loot on the floor. In that final area,
Yeah.
you can see cash stacks, food stacks, armor stacks, anything from whips to salmon. And we were
obviously the
talking
coins
about the
as
ring.
well.
The ring, is it the Ring of Coin?
I think it's the
always
Ring
forget.
of Coin. There's also like a bush one, I believe, now, and you got the Ring of Stone as well.
Chris
so
Archie's favourite.
Yeah.
I remember he was notorious for walking around as a bush.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, that might come in handy, hiding in the corner. But when that end zone is released, and we know where we're gonna end it off, I'm not sure if a ring of stone will save you, because I think there'll be chins flying everywhere. Adam's still trying to get some more kills, clearing up Draenor Village. Just to the east here is Multi. I'm pretty sure Adam is aware of that. The question is, will he pursue? If this guy runs east, Adam might think, no, it's too risky. This guy might have a clan. It might be a lure. Adam's smart like that.
And
well, it's kind of.
And this is something I want to point out here as well. When you're in great gear with mage bonus and stuff, something that you really want to look out for is fighting people that are in bolt gear. So you've got the Black D-Hide on, the big defensive shield, the Granite Shield in this case, and then the bolt. That does an absolutely absurd amount of damage through mage gear.
He's being really risky right now, actually. He's not using overhead prayers, as you said
Look
before.
at his HP right now.
I know.
He's got to be at
That
about
is
65, 70
like, if
HP.
this guy's got a Gmaul, he can turn round and he could hit that, even if he had low defense. But never
you
mind,
say
the
that.
fakie into the ancient staff, into the DDS spec. GG, son.
Don't you hate being proven wrong?
Oh, I know, right? Literally. I think we're like the only people right now that are rooting for Adam to get killed nice and swiftly. Only kidding, man. Good luck.
It's the risks. The risks are too dangerous for my liking.
Yeah, I can't wait to see him die. I mean, anyway, back into Al-Kharid. Galakheim Tom, actually, 115 combat, East Bank Varrock. We talked about him earlier.
Yeah.
A very high-level player. And he's got a few people behind him, also very high levels. Who's this? 99 defense cape. A few players. I think Seb as well, manked up mage, who is currently live streaming from from the event itself, he has also gone for that tank strategy. He's put all his time into getting very, very high defense level and a bit of range as well, just so we can survive for those last few minutes and maybe pick up the win.
We'll see what Seb has up his sleeve, because there is some news that it is very, very sneaky, although Ian and I are ignorant to this and we do not know what's going on.
That's right, that's right.
Of course, if you are a Twitter user, make sure you do tweet us. #Deadman to get on the screen. We've got Switchblade on me up at the top here. Deadman finale and pizza. Tonight is a good night. #Deadman.
Oh, I'm jealous, man. Also,
I'm
actually, another
well.
thing to mention, if you're enjoying the Deadman final right now, or if you think this looks like something you could do, you've played RuneScape in the past, or want to give it a go, the Seasonals gets released as the tournament ends tonight, which will be in the next hour or so.
Yeah,
and
immediately
as
after.
soon as it ends, you can jump into the action. 5 times accelerated experience rates, PvP in most areas. Everyone starts again, the economy is fresh, everyone's level 3. The race to be the first person to, whether it's high crafting or herblore, or whether it's to be the first person to get the whip in the game, it is a thrill, it is a lot of adrenaline rush, and join in and
play
get playing.
oldschool.runescape.com, I believe.
Yeah, oldschool.runescape.com.
And if you are somebody that has previously partaken in the Deadman mode seasonals, or whether it's just the original Deadman, there are a few changes that are very, very significant that have both me and Ian very excited for Season 4. The main one for me personally being the gear cap, the gear lock. So if you've played previous seasons, you'll know that people can rush Ancients. I know that myself, Skill Specs, Manked Up Mage, and Eggbeard actually managed to complete Desert Treasure in Season 2 in 24 hours. We had it on the first day. It was a very, very hard, sleep-deprived night. But you can still complete the quest. You will not, however, have access to the Ancient Magic Spellbook, and that goes also for Barrows as well. You see people that have access to, Carols, Torags, they have insane defense bonuses. It makes it very, very hard for people and players in the game that, people that go to work, people that don't have as many hours free to play, 18 and maybe even more hours a day, they'll have a chance to catch up with those players. And if you'd like to talk about the accelerated XP rates upon death.
Yeah, on death. Oh yeah, of course, another change for the next season. Obviously the seasonal is 5 times experience rate, and when you die, you lose half of your experience in any skill that is not protected. Now you can protect 2 combat stats and 3 non-combat stats. So by protecting, if you don't protect the stat and you die, you obviously lose a lot of experience in it. But this time round, to help you get back on track, there is a double XP rate towards that level. And it is a lot of fun. And even if you can't PK, the last week I've been doing herblore and crafting and just skilling in a bank, making some money, having some fun. So feel free to do that. So you don't have to PK if you don't want to, but it is a lot of fun. Anyway, looking at Al-Kharid now, another clan walking about. Is that the Rocky?
You know what?
Pet?
I was literally just about to say that. There are so many Rocky pets around RuneScape, and you know what? Well, I say it has me jealous, but I don't think I'd want to get a pet in Deadman mode because,
it goes.
especially it goes in the seasonals after a month. Or, in this case, 1 week, your pet will be obsolete. It will be out of the
account
video
is gone. So all those people that have been... That just shows the admiration I have for all these people that literally can sweat it out for a week solid. And so many people just love the game mode so much. You play for a week, and that's it. It's gone. Your account is wiped. You can play 20 hours a day. It doesn't matter. It's gone afterwards.